Arsenal are set to make a very huge announcement of the new contract extension of Bukayo Saka, who has been there for very many years. And remember, he extended his contract in 2020, 4 years, and his contract is expiring in the next summer. So Arsenal have been working tooth and nail. As I brought you this story, I think like 2-3 weeks back, Fabrizio Romano confirmed us that Bukayo Saka and Arsenal had reached an agreement on the new contract. These two are really going to go ahead and really sign. Welcome to this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David remains my name. We are discussing loads concerning the following. Lavia to Arsenal. Fabrizio Romano is going ahead to throw in a very huge update, and obviously the former Arsenal player known as Paul Mason who works on to Sky Sports, has gone ahead to plaudite the player known as Jorginho has called upon his start ahead of Thomas Partey. This is something that I was talking about very many times, and people say they have an agenda now. Even the top tier pundits have gone ahead to really tell you the same thing, and now you think, and now you understand what my thoughts were about Jorginho. Now let's see close to 100 likes, smash this video, and let's support this channel by subscribing and not really giving up. Now, the Independent have come and told us that Arsenal are hoping to announce Bukayo Saka's new contract before the end of the Premier League season. The PA news agency understands an agreement has all but been reached for a new contract that is in between Bukayo Saka and Arsenal. The Independent continues and let us know that it's believed promotional footage to be released alongside the announcement of Bukayo Saka's contract extension at Arsenal has been completed, and it's a matter of working through the finer details before the deal is finished. That is a man known as Bukayo Saka. So, talking of before the end of this season, today is 11th. The season is left with 17 days because it's coming to an end on the 28th of May. That's it. That's when the season is coming to an end. So that means between 11th and 25th, 6th there, that's when this contract is going to be announced. And I think it's going to be music to ears of all Arsenal fans all over the world. You know why? Bukayo Saka is one of the most liked players, I think, right now. He's like the star boy of Arsenal. Very many people have gone ahead to love the player. They've gone ahead to resonate with him a lot, and they are not giving out on this player. On his success this season, Saka's gone ahead to put up 14 goals and 11 assists this entire season, and you never know, in the remaining 3 games, might go ahead and really put out more performances that are really so much accelerating for the fans of Arsenal. But I understand that Saka is going to be earning £300,000 a week. That's the amount of money Saka is being offered by Arsenal. To me, I think when you look at what the players in his age are really earning, I think he deserves it, because look at Haaland. He's 21 years of age. He has been earning £350,000 a week. Now, Man City want to extend his contract and obviously increase his pay out weekly to £500 million. That is £500,000. So I think if I told you about Bukayo Saka at the age of 21, you are earning £300,000 a week. If I told you continue performing at those levels, 2-3 seasons later, Bukayo Saka might reach £400,000 a week. And one will ask, where will Arsenal be getting the money? The more we grow into this beautiful game of football, the more money is coming in. We have been following football for some 20 years back. You know, for a player to be earning £100,000 a week, it was really a very huge amount of money. I remember the likes of Rio Ferdinand were some of the people that first broke that deadlock of earning £100,000 a week. Then, for Arsenal, they had even put there a ceiling of the amount of money that a player should be earning, and that ceiling was £140,000 at Arsenal, and Thierry Henry was the first Arsenal player to reach that ceiling. You know, it shows you how hard it was for a player to earn more than £140,000 a week. So it just communicates to you very well that nowadays players are really earning a lot of money compared to how much money these players are really earning right now. I understand people are talking about inflation, but it's a huge amount of money. Kylian Mbappe, at the age of 24, is earning £1 million per week. So, Arsenal's highest player has been Gabriel Jesus, earning £265,000 a week, but Bukayo Saka is going to surpass him in the new contract that is yet to be announced by the board of Arsenal. And I think it's the news that Arsenal fans are eagerly waiting for before they really focus onto the William Saliba contract situation, because also his contract is expiring in 2024. That is the 30th of June in 2024. So Arsenal are working tooth and nail to get this deal of Bukayo Saka out of the way. And I think when they announce it, we'll know that their next target is going to be Bukayo Saka. And there are other players that are still having more years onto the contracts that Arsenal is having with them. But Arsenal wants to extend their contracts a little bit further by 2 years with an option here. Then they increase their salary. One is Aaron Ramsdale, as I brought you the story earlier. He's earning, is it £30,000 a week? That's it. So I think Arsenal wants to let him, or put him to a level of earning like £100,000 a week. Then Martin Odegaard earning £87,000 a week. I think Arsenal feel like they have to double the salary of this player to give him like £200,000 a week, because to me, he has been the best central attacking midfielder in the Premier League. And you look at how he really goes ahead to score that goal against Newcastle, pulled that trigger from 30 yards away from the goal line of Newcastle, and it went into the lower bottom corner. So it shows you how this player has been so much important for the team of Arsenal. This is Martin Odegaard's best season ever. 15 goals, 7 assists. What else do you want from him? And to me, I believe he can even hit 20 goals this season. He can, because Arsenal is left with 3 games. And I think he can score 5 goals because he never stops. The other game that Arsenal played against Chelsea, he scored a brace, and he scored 1 goal against Newcastle. And you never know what's going to happen on Sunday when he's facing Brighton, because it's really a huge game between Arsenal and Brighton. But it being at Emirates, Arsenal are going to come all out and really put in the required effort to really do the needful for the team of Brighton. So Bukayo Saka and his contract announcement are really yet to be made soon and sooner. That's it. Coming in from Bukayo Saka, the right attack midfielder of Arsenal, and he needs a competitor to really set him rolling, because I believe one of the things that Saka's gonna hate to deepen in form, it's because he doesn't have a competitor that can put him out of the team to raise himself to the next level. Now, let's go to Lavia. Fabrizio Romano has told us that Arsenal and Chelsea are among the clubs following Romeo Lavia. Man City also still really appreciate the player, but there is a buyback clause for City, only valid in 2024, meaning other clubs can try to attack the situation this summer. So I think a clarification has been thrown in by Fabrizio Romano, because we knew that maybe that buyback clause will be triggered from 2023 to 2024, but it looks like the buyback clause is supposed to be triggered by Man City in 2024. So that means clubs can really capitalize onto this opportunity and really get in Lavia. If at all you've not known who Lavia is this kind of player that Pep Guardiola scouted when Kevin De Bruyne invited him to attend his tournament in Belgium, and Lavia found himself into the scouting of Pep Guardiola and brought him to Man City, but they sold him to Southampton, and with Southampton going to be relegated, I think they cannot get £45 million. This is where Arsenal can find themselves in a position of really not spending a lot onto the central defense midfielders they want to get in. I think if they can get Rice at £100 million and Lavia at like £20 million, that will be an absolute bargain. And I think the situation that Southampton is in, of being relegated to the championship, is going to really cause a lot of bidding wars between Lavia between Arsenal, Manchester United, Liverpool, and very many other teams that are interested in the player. The player is really great. If I told you you've seen him play, he's a player that you would love to watch day in, day out. And I love Lavia. I know he can do a very fantastic job at Arsenal. Why? He has had a very good breakthrough season at Southampton, and he can act as a very good understudy for Declan Rice or Moise Caicedo at Arsenal. Secondly, if at all they get in Lavia, that means even Albert Sambi-Lokonga will be one of those players that Arsenal will be looking to offload and sell, and I think they can get like £30 million, with teams like AC Milan pushing to get this player into their side. That is Albert Sambi-Lokonga. So it shows you that it's all working in favor of Arsenal. Let no one lie to you that they cannot get Lavia in because he's going to be on the cheap. So teams like Liverpool, I've read a story that Liverpool have gone ahead to meet the representatives of Lavia because they want to sign a midfielder. And I think it's really going to be a heated conversation between Liverpool, Man United, and Arsenal. Though Chelsea is in the mix, I don't see them coming close to this deal because they don't have that power ahead of these other teams. I think United, Liverpool, and Arsenal are having very good projects that can see this player thrive. And secondly, when you look at those teams I'm talking about, they're going to tussle it out for Lavia. They are having managers, or they're having history of managers that have gone ahead to long live. But for Chelsea, in the previous, I think, 3 seasons, they've sacked Frank Lampard, Thomas Tuchel, they've sacked Graham Potter. You understand? That means every season Chelsea have been sacking a manager. So I think the entourage of Lavia will no way come out and really recommend a player to go to a team like Chelsea. I think Arsenal, Man United, and Liverpool are really leading the chasing pack for this player. So let's wait and see how this is going to happen. But I think he's going to be one of those players to be signed fast because Southampton are going to be relegated and his efforts are going to get appreciated. Lastly, Paul Mason, an Arsenal agent, has gone ahead and told us that for me, Jorginho has to play for Arsenal. They have got the ammunition up front. We have seen that Martinelli and Saka have delivered, whereas Jorginho brings balance. And now, people have always been blindfolded by Partey. When I came in here and we told you that Jorginho is better than Thomas Partey, people never believed in me. That's it. But after me coming out and really calling out Mikel Arteta to bench Thomas Partey, having bottled the league for Arsenal, most of you were all after me. But have you seen what Jorginho is all about and what Jorginho is bringing on the plate for Arsenal? You know, he's really doing a very tremendous job for Arsenal. He's that kind of player that you will always want to be in that midfield. And it's evident that this man, known as Jorginho, has gone ahead to bring balance to the team and protect the back four. You know, Arsenal being a football passing side, they always need a CDM like Jorginho. Look at Jorginho and compare him with the likes of Rodri. You know, Rodri has the energy, but he rarely uses the energy because all what he does is to pass that ball. Look at Sergio Busquets, who has gone ahead to announce that he's leaving Barcelona in the summer, and this is his final season at Barcelona. He has found himself in a position of really playing without physical battles. I remember when we played, I'm talking about Manchester United because that's the team I support. We played Barcelona in the final of 2009. United had the likes of Michael Carrick, Paul Scholes, Anderson, and very many other players that were physical and really had a very huge work rate. But Busquets ended up winning the midfield battle. That's it. So I think it's not about the energy and physicality. It's all about the skill set that one has and how persistent the player is and how he dedicates play from the midfield to the attack, getting that ball from the back four and obviously passing it left, right, and center. I think that's what Jorginho is all about. And I think people are just getting to know about Jorginho. You know, these people, the pundits, were always talking of Jorginho as an understudy for Thomas Partey. But as we're coming to the final bend of the season, Jorginho has gone ahead to prove to them that I'm the first choice central defense midfielder for Arsenal. And trust me, in the game of Brighton, I see Jorginho starting and Partey is going to be played off the bench. That's it. So guys, thank you very much for telling me your thought, for watching in. Tell me your thoughts about Bukayo Saka contract announcement incoming. Then your thoughts about Jorginho bringing balance to the team, and more Arsenal legends coming out and really calling for his starting ahead of Thomas Partey. And Paul Mason has just gone ahead to really add his voice to that of Ian Wright. Lastly, Lavia, would you welcome him at Arsenal? Yes or no? That's what I had for you right now. Rokani remains my name. Guys, we've gone ahead to make 3 videos today, and we thank God that we are back to our levels. We pray to it that tomorrow we feel much more better, and I think we're going to be feeling much more better to go back to our 5 videos on a daily. I sign out for now. See you later, and I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. My Muslim friends, may Allah protect you very, very well.